Hey guys, welcome to probably one of the second to the last segments here. Just, it's so beautiful. We are sitting here just watching this beautiful sunset. There's the life guard stand right behind me. It's such a beautiful night. Let's just kind of like pan down the beach here so you can see things. You can see all the little kids out there playing. It's so beautiful. The sun is probably about half an hour from setting. Maybe even 10 minutes. But there's the beach down that way. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful early evening. Anyway, you guys, love you so much. Let's see here. What are words of wisdom that I can impart upon all of us? One of the books I was reading today was just talking about how we practice our thinking and how our thoughts, kind of like who we are and what we think about, really can determine kind of what our lives look like. And he was talking about how you know, how are you seeing things? And the thing for me that was really profound and just kind of allowed me to start thinking about is, how many times do you repeat a story, or even about your childhood or how you grew up? Well, I act this way because this, or people will say about you, well, she's like this because of this. And it's like, how many times do you think people kind of pigeonhole you based on the stories that you constantly repeat about yourself? It's just interesting. It's interesting to just kind of think about, are you someone that is constantly in a state of gratitude, graciousness? Awesome. Josh is going out on his surf. He's putting his little rash guard on, and he's gonna go shortboard. We're gonna try to get some video of him. But anyway, how many times do you guys do you find yourself just kind of like repeating the same old story? Or just in your life, look at your life, and do you constantly tell yourself, well, I'm too old, I can't get a job because of my age, or I'm too fat and they won't hire me for this, or this, that, or the other. I mean, it just kind of like, watch the different conversations that you're having in your head, recreate new conversations, kind of like think of a problem and try to reframe that problem. So I'll just share one with you. So for me personally, I think about going to Tucson and getting a job, and I'm just like, oh, I've got all these things. I'm like, I've tried, I've applied, it's been just like a tough industry, and I have this whole conversation about how difficult it is and how hard it is been for me to Josh is going out. There he goes. There goes my bunny. There goes my bunny. There he goes. We're trying to watch him go out there. He always prays. So he gets down and he kneels down. We'll see where he sets up out there. But he always goes right out. He's been having some really, really good luck on that one wave. But anyway, how many times do we find ourselves kind of, should try to sit up here. How many times do we find ourselves like having the same conversation? Like, so for me, I could say, I've applied for 1 million jobs, I'm not getting a job, etc., etc. Or the conversation that we could be having is, I'm so excited, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna start really putting my energy into my hats, making my hats, doing my training, writing, just really, really going after it, just going after those things that I love. And that's what I really want to do. I really want to be able to pursue my passion and make money at it. And it's been tough. But we've been in Tucson for a year. We came back. We had just a beautiful month of July here. Just being able to enjoy Encinitas, Del Mar, La Jolla. It's been really, really fun. Anyway, let's look at our thinking and ask ourselves, how can I reframe that? You know what I mean? Reframe what it is that you're looking at. Do you just, you know, just ask yourself, am I a person that constantly repeats stories, or do I create new stories? In fact, I want you to just like kind of try to stop yourself. If you find yourself repeating a story that you've said before, stop. Oh my gosh, here's a wave. I gotta try to get this wave. Let's see if I can get this to be nice. I thought he was gonna totally go for that wave right there. There we go. Can you see that? That's so cool, you guys. I'm gonna try to like do as much taping as I can so I can get yay. Now he's giving him a little wave. So excited that he got that wave. That's a great wave. I'll try to film a little bit more, but anyway. So just ask yourself, am I repeating the same stories? The other thing too is just to kind of look in your life and ask yourself, am I bringing the energy higher in this conversation? Or am I improving the group of people that I find myself around? Are you someone that lifts up the energy level? You know, and how you can tell this is just kind of see the energy of the people around you. You know what I mean? Like kind of check in, see how they're doing. Are you someone that constantly needs to be talking? You know, maybe you need to zip it and do more listening. I know for me, that's, oh gosh, here comes another big wave. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. That's two really awesome waves he just had. I waved off really good waves. Anyway, you guys, so just, you know, kind of like check in, ask yourself those things. Oh, the thing about talking, I know that for myself, what I really want to be working on in my life is I really want to be working on not always having to talk and not always having to seek the acceptance of the group, and or sometimes I feel like if I don't talk, I just feel like sometimes I can, you know, or bring the energy up or kind of like move people forward. And the thing of it is what I have to realize is I am not responsible for other people's happiness. Like, I'm responsible for my own happiness. I'm responsible for who I am in the world. And it's like, for some reason, there actually is a lot of freedom in that. For me, it's really hard to do, especially if you were raised around a narcissist. You kind of learn to, you become a real people pleaser because you want, you know, you're looking for acceptance. I think that is, that's a toughie. You know what I mean? But the thing about even being around narcissistic people, I think if we all look at ourselves in the mirror, and I will talk about myself, I think that we can all have narcissistic traits. I think it's just kind of like, how do you balance that out? Are you balancing your narcissism with empathy and with humility and with the ability to say you're sorry? If you want to know if you're a narcissist, just ask yourself these questions. Can you say I'm sorry, like on the regular, not like once a year at Christmas? You know, can you say, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, like forgive me, I'm so sorry. Like, I'll say to my husband, you know, I'll always say to him, you know, forgive me if I misunderstood you. Or the other thing that we always say to each other is we're always just saying thank you, and we're always saying, you know, good job. We're always giving each other those affirmations, because I just think, you know, we live in a world that sometimes it's not a world that necessarily gives out affirmations. In fact, that's so funny. Speaking of affirmations, as we were driving into for Josh to go surfing, what was funny is a guy screamed out of his car, "Longboarders suck!" And it's so funny because Josh is a longboarder and he's a shortboarder. He's like killer shortboarder. Like, he's an amazing shortboarder. And he's also an amazing longboarder, so paddleboarder. So it's just funny. But it's funny because he and I had just eaten and had our nap, and we were kind of like in mellow jello mode. so it didn't really like affect us. But it's so funny, like literally I told him, I'm like, the guy doesn't even know, like if he would have said that 15 minutes ago before we ate and we're like relaxed, we would have been like, wah! we probably would have barked back. You might be getting in it. Oh no, the way we went by. Anyway, just some cool things to just kind of think about, and you just want to ask yourself if you can do just like one or two of those things. Am I repeating a story? Do I say I'm sorry? The other thing to just kind of know if you're running a narcissist game is, do you make people in the room feel uncomfortable if they don't agree with you? I know some people that have an opinion on something, and I think it's awesome. Like, I'm glad they have an opinion. I'd rather have someone have an opinion than be like no opinion, like Pollyanna. But then at the same time, it's like, you know, you never want to make other people in the room feel uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? You want to value everybody, because what that does is that gives everybody their own sense of self and their own sense of self-respect. Anyway, just some, you know, just some little things that were on my heart. Here's another wave. Let's see if he gets this wave. Confident, confident, confident. It's not as strong as it was the last couple days. The last couple days it was like going off. At least he's getting a couple little fun waves. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna do a little bit of B-roll of this just beautiful sunset. And I hope you have an amazing night. Remember to stand in your light, to stand in your truth, and above all else, be a warrior. I love you guys so much. Keep watching, because I'm gonna do some just some really cool footage of the ocean and the sunset. Okay, love you guys. Bye. Mwah.